Welcome to the Certificate 2 in Animal Care Information Presentation for 2026. TASTAFE acknowledge the Palawa people as the traditional owners and current custodians of the lands where we work and live. We celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the lands, seas, waterways and skies of Latrawita. We pay our respects to ancestors past, elders present and the Tasmanian Aboriginal community today. You don't need a camera or microphone. You will be able to see the slides and hear or see the presenter. We will not be able to hear or see you. To access closed captions, click on the CC icon in the bottom right corner. You are welcome to submit your questions through the Q&A panel. We will make time at the end of our presentation to answer your questions. To ask questions, click on the Q&A icon at the top right hand of your screen. You can enter your name or choose to remain anonymous. This webinar is being recorded and will be published on our website within 24 hours. Certificate 2 in Animal Care is a general qualification for entry into sectors of the animal care and management industry, where workers provide care for animals in workplaces, such as animal shelters, kennels, catteries, sanctuaries, and veterinary clinics. As an entry-level qualification, work takes place under direct supervision within clearly defined guidelines for work activities. Students enrolling in Certificate 2 in Animal Care can expect to gain the skills to undertake a job role as an animal care attendant in a sanctuary, wildlife park or zoo, an animal shelter attendant, a kennel hand or cattery attendant, pet shop attendant, or assistant dog groomer. Certificate 2 in Animal Care is the prerequisite qualification for Certificate 4 in Veterinary Nursing. Students entering a suitable animal care workplace as an employee or volunteer may also choose to continue their studies with Certificate 3 in Animal Care Services with TASTAFE. Throughout the course, you will learn about animal behaviour, handling, nutrition, health, grooming, housing, first aid and communication. In Certificate 2, you will do this through units focused on conducting general health checks and administering treatments under supervision, general animal care including the provision of food, water and shelter for a range of animals, and providing enrichment. You will learn about career and study options within the animal care industry, safe work practices, hygiene and infection control, workplace communications and products and services within different animal care roles. In Certificate 2, you will do this through units focused on researching and providing information on domestic animal products and services, career and study options within the animal care industry, and workplace communications. If you enrol as a campus-based student, you will learn through knowledge and discussion with the support of digital resources, primarily through Canvas, our online learning portal, presentations, videos, and learning activities. Theory and hands-on training is completed in the classroom with a range of practical learning activities and caring for the animals who visit or stay in the classroom throughout the year, including dogs, cats, rats, parrots, poultry, fish, guinea pigs, and more. Just like in a real work environment, students are responsible for the animals' care throughout the course. We also have group workday excursions at animal care workplaces for real-world assessment of your practical skills. Face-to-face attendance on campus is required for all classes. We invite a range of guest speakers and presenters throughout the course, covering topics ranging from wildlife and animal welfare through to veterinary medicine. If you enrol as a campus-based student, the 12 units of competency for your course consist of 7 core units. Apply communication skills, which covers communicating within the workplace. Work in the animal care industry, which explores career paths and study options in the animal care industry. Complete animal care hygiene routines, which covers the fundamentals of animal grooming, workplace hygiene and enclosure maintenance. Feed and water animals introduces students to animal nutrition. Assist in health care of animals instructs students to provide assistance to experienced staff in the care and treatment of animals. And participate in environmentally sustainable work practices explores how to identify and manage resource use in the workplace. Participate in workplace health and safety processes teaches students the principles of how to work safely in an animal care environment. Our 5 campus-based elective units are Provide Enrichment for Animals, which looks at meeting all needs of animals kept in captivity for a positive mental state. Provide Basic First Aid for Animals, which covers basic first aid response to a range of animal emergencies. Source and Provide Information for Animal Care Needs explores how to locate and identify reliable information about the care of animals and relate them to the needs of staff, clients and customers. Provide General Care of Birds teaches students how to identify birds and their needs and provide daily care requirements. And Provide General Care of Mammals teaches students how to identify mammals and their needs and provide daily care requirements. If you are already volunteering or employed in the animal care industry, enrolling into the Certificate 2 in Animal Care qualification as a workplace-based student may be an option for you. You will continue to learn while working in your normal role and complete study in your own time. Your assessor will visit you in the workplace for practical assessment, and some on-campus days will be required for assessment where animals or facilities do not exist within your workplace. You will need to negotiate this with your employer. You will have access to all of your course materials through Canvas, our online learning portal, the opportunity to join classes for a number of units, and access to study sessions with your assessor throughout your enrolment. Students may choose to complete the workplace-based option over 12 months while working or volunteering for a minimum of 15 hours per week in industry. A total of 12 units will be chosen based on your goals within the animal care industry. If you are an employer, a new employee, or currently seeking work within the animal care industry, an apprenticeship may be an option for you. You will learn most of your skills on the job and complete study in your own time or time negotiated with your employer. Some class days will be required for assessment, which will be negotiated with your employer. To enrol as an apprentice, you can find an employer, look for an advertised apprenticeship, or approach workplaces advertising for staff. Ask your employer or job agency, or contact an Apprentice Connect provider. Certificate 2 in Animal Care apprenticeships are completed over 12 months of full-time employment. A total of 12 units will be chosen in consultation with your employer. There are no essential entry requirements for this course. To make sure this course is right for you, please think about the important personal attributes and physical requirements that may be necessary for this course, as well as your capacity to attend classes and complete study in an adult learning environment. While some requirements of the course may be met with reasonable adjustment, you will need to make sure that you are physically able to undertake the tasks required to complete this course. As part of the application process and before being offered a place in the course, a member of our team will contact you to discuss if this course aligns with your goals and aspirations and to ensure that you are fully informed and understand the course requirements. This does not apply to apprentices and trainees. Students enrolling in this qualification should be aware of the expectations surrounding their study. You must have the ability to attend required training sessions, including working with other people and animals in a range of animal husbandry situations. You must have the ability to demonstrate employability skills, including working and communicating with others, attending sessions, arriving ready to work, meeting due dates for assessment, and participating in learning and assessment activities. You must have the ability to study in your own time, the time required varies based on the stream you're enrolling in, which is detailed later in this presentation. To successfully complete the course, you must demonstrate the skills and knowledge you gain to the standard expected in industry at a Certificate 2 level. You must have access to a computer and a willingness to use Canvas, our online learning system. Computer and internet access at home is preferred, and computer access is also available at all TASTAFE campus libraries. If you do not have access to a computer at home, it is your responsibility to ensure that you can complete and submit your work within the timeframes provided by your assessor. You need to be working or volunteering in industry for our workplace-based course or apprenticeship. Throughout the course, students will engage in 12 units of competency. After the learning is delivered for each unit, assessment is conducted to determine whether students' skills and knowledge meet the level that is required for working within industry through theory and practical assessment. All assessments must be completed to a satisfactory level to complete the unit, and all units must be completed satisfactorily to gain the qualification. Theory assessments include written questions, scenarios, and research projects. Practical assessment includes animal handling, maintaining enclosures, providing food and water, and maintaining animal hygiene, throughout which appropriate employability skills must be demonstrated. Our campus-based course runs 2 intakes in 2026, with the next beginning Monday the 20th of July through to Monday the 30th of November. There will be an average of 3 class days per week on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. Classes run from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on those days. All classes must be attended on campus at Allenvale and are split between dedicated theory and small group practical sessions. Outside of class time, you will need to allocate between 2 and 5 additional hours per lesson for self-study, completion of theory work, and revisions. Apprentices and workplace-based students may enrol at any time and will complete their qualification over 12 months from their start date. A customised learning plan for the chosen elective units will be negotiated with the student and/or employer at enrolment. Students will have access to digital learning materials via Canvas, as well as access to classroom-based lessons where further knowledge building is required. Assisted study sessions are also offered online and on campus throughout the year. Over the duration of the training contract or plan, students will be visited in the workplace to monitor progress and to gather workplace assessment evidence. During these visits, the assessor will discuss progress with the employer, and as the student is deemed ready for observation, assessments will occur and workplace testimonials will be completed. Where appropriate facilities or animals are not present in the workplace, students have the opportunity to attend campus. For workplace-based students and apprentices, we suggest that students allocate a minimum of 10 to 15 hours of study time per unit. The fee you pay at TASTAFE may vary depending on the level of government subsidy available, the cost of delivery, any previous study you have undertaken, and your personal circumstances. The basic fees for Certificate 2 in Animal Care are as follows. You may be eligible for a subsidised rate if you are a resident of Tasmania or working in Tasmania and are an Australian or New Zealand citizen, an Australian permanent resident, or on a state-sponsored visa on a pathway to permanent residence, and are of working age. The subsidised rate for this course is $1,140. Depending on your personal circumstances and your Centrelink status, you may be eligible for a concession if you are receiving a Centrelink allowance such as New Start, Youth Allowance, Disability Support Pension, a pension, Oz Study or Ab Study, are listed on a current Centrelink card as a dependent, or have a current healthcare card. To claim a concession, you just need to produce evidence for the benefit or allowance at the time of enrolment. The concession rate for this course is $379.96. If you are a campus-based student, there is an additional fee for day excursions of $90. More information on fees and payments is available on the TASTAFE website. Applications will open on Thursday, the 28th of May 2026 at 12 p.m. midday. Visit our website and go to the Apply and Enroll page to find out what you need to be ready to apply. You can also create your TASTAFE student account in advance, which will save time when you apply for a course. If you already have a TASTAFE student account, do you remember the password? If you don't, then we suggest you go and reset your password before applications open. After you have submitted your application, keep an eye on your emails, as we will advise the outcome of your application or if we need further information from you. Another excellent service you can access at any time through the course, Foundation Skills Services. Reading, writing, maths, computer skills, study skills, workplace skills, job-seeking skills. We all need and use these skills every day. If you need help, Foundation Skills Services can work with you in a group or provide individual tutoring. We can do this on campus or online. Just speak with your teacher or scan the QR code to book a one-on-one session with a Foundation Skills teacher. Study Start is a free 4-day mixed mode or online course that students enrolled in any other TASTAFE course can enroll in before their main course starts. Participants of the course learn basic study skills including time management and interpreting assessments, as well as digital literacy skills related to using Microsoft 365 and the TASTAFE Learning Management System, Canvas. Study Start will be run each day from Monday the 20th of July 2026 until Thursday the 23rd of July 2026 at the following campuses: Burnie, Devonport, Allan Vale, Campbell Street and Clarence. You will also do some self-directed study in the mixed mode course. Study Start Online will be run across the same dates, but you will not need to come onto campus. You will participate in virtual classes and self-directed study. Past students have said, doing Study Start softened the impact of day one of my course. It was helpful to ease my anxiety about being new to study. It helped me get a head start on my actual course. Apply now at the TASTAFE website. Use keywords Study Start in the search bar. If you need assistance or support during your time at TASTAFE, including during the application process, please don't hesitate to seek advice from our support team. We have student counsellors, disability liaison officers, and Aboriginal support officers based in each region. Our support team offer a range of student services, including advice about financial assistance, counselling, disability support, and pathway planning. Call 1300 655 307 to make an appointment or visit the student support section on our website. That concludes our formal presentation. Now, let's answer your questions.
Hi, Net. Thank you for that presentation.
Thank you,
Okay,
Shana.
just reviewing some questions that have come through. First up is, I live in Hobart, but I'm interested in studying this course. Is it available in Hobart later in the year, or can I study it online?
So we don't offer online delivery of the course. However, anybody in the state can enrol in the campus-based course that is delivered out of the Allan Vale campus. Your options are either to commute to each class, or we do have student accommodation available here on campus at Allan Vale. We do currently have a number of students enrolled who live in the northwest and in the south. What we do is we try, because our week is split into small group practical days and a theory session, what we do is we make sure that those that are living out of area have the Wednesday practical session followed by the Thursday theory session, so it's minimising their travel. There are some weeks where all 3 days are a theory session, but we advise of those well in advance. If you are currently working or volunteering or a combination of both in an animal care workplace anywhere in the state, you can enrol in our workplace-based or apprentice stream, and we come to you. There may still be some units which you need to come to the Allenvale campus for assessment. Generally that is a 1-day commitment, and again we discuss those well in advance.
Thank you for that, Annette. And next up is, I don't actually volunteer anywhere at the moment, but can I do this course and is there work placement included?
You can enrol in the campus-based course. You are not required to have a workplace for the campus-based course. There are 3 units that you are required to have in-workplace assessment done. We do those as workday excursions, where your practical group, we go to a workplace, we work there for the day, and that's where we do our in-work assessment. We do support you if you wish to or if you would like to go out into the workplace in an ongoing capacity for volunteer work, but we don't offer work experience as part of the campus-based course. If you want to do the workplace-based stream and you don't currently have an animal care workplace, that is something that you need to find for yourself for the appropriate number of hours. There are a number of workplaces around the state that are happy to do that for volunteer positions, or you might be lucky enough to find yourself some paid work in the area to complement that as well.
Thank you, Annette. That appears to be all the questions we've received at the moment. Is there anything you'd like to sort of recap from today's presentation?
I guess if you're thinking of going into a workplace or you're currently volunteering but you're not sure whether the course is right for you, you can reach out to us. There is an email address that will pop up on the final slide, or on the next slide, sorry, or you can send an inquiry for the workplace-based stream and either myself or my colleague Kate, who is our other animal care teacher, will get in touch with you to have a chat. Or have a look on our website at some of the further information available about the course. If you're interested in applying for the campus-based course, then absolutely do so. Even if you're not sure what area of the animal care industry you would like to get into, we do a whole unit on that at the start of the course, and you'll get plenty of exposure to different industry areas through the duration of that course. Just bear in mind that the campus-based is a condensed course. It doesn't run over a full 12 months. It's a single semester, so you will be off and running at the end of the year.
Thank you, Annette. Oh, look, one more has just come through. After I've done the certificate 2, can I go on to do the certificate 3?
Yes, so TASTAFE does offer Certificate 3 in Animal Care Services. We do not offer it as a campus-based course. Industry expects that it is delivered and assessed solely in the workplace, so you must have a workplace of at least part-time work to enrol in the workplace-based Certificate 3. But again, you can be doing paid work, voluntary work, or a combination of both to make up those hours. And there are further details about the Certificate 3 on the TASTAFE website as well.
And Annette, are there any additional costs, any additional fees or costs other than the tuition fees for this course? Do they need to provide anything as in regards to tools or equipment or books?
Books, no. Tools and equipment, we require that you have enclosed, preferably non-slip shoes for your campus-based practical sessions and also for our farm and workplace visits. They don't necessarily need to be steel caps, just something that's enclosed that isn't a sneaker. Gumboots are perfectly fine if that's what you have available to you, or work boots. This is for the campus-based course, sorry, just to reiterate. Any other PPE requirements are provided for you. And we provide transport for those workday excursions as well as any entry fees, which are covered by the $90 excursion fee for the campus-based course. Anything else, any animal-related equipment, we provide for you in the classroom.
That's great. Thank you, Annette. That appears to be all the questions that we've received. Thank you for that presentation today. Now, you mentioned we have the next slide, which will have the email address that people can reach out to the team to, if they've got questions following this, because I know sometimes we go away and think, oh, I should have asked. So, yeah, if we could have a look at that email address.
Of course. Finally, let's recap some key details. Applications for this course open on Thursday, the 28th of May 2026 at 12 p.m. midday. Please check the email you used to sign up for the TASTAFE student portal, as this is where your offer for enrolment will be sent if successful. You can contact us via email at primaryindustries@tafe.tas.edu.au or call 1300 655 307.
Perfect, Annette. Thank you. And yes, so please, if you've got any questions for Annette or Kate following this session, you can contact them via primaryindustries@tafe.tas.edu.au. And yes, those applications will open on Thursday, the 28th of May. And just a reminder, you can actually, if you haven't studied with us previously, you can set up your TASTAFE account prior to when applications open. That can just make it a little bit easier when those applications do open on Thursday, the 28th of May. Places are limited and applying early is encouraged. Thank you for watching today. Thank you, Annette, for that presentation.
Thank you, Sonia, and thank you everyone for joining.